One of the hardest things that you can do in sports is to block a goalie when you're one-on-one like that. And it looks like Ray-Pec might get another situation like that. Number 11. Ooh, that inertia of that ball really, if that ball would have went forward, that would have been an easy chance to score here.
Pressure.
And Kearney is really playing aggressive on this defense, manning up everyone, just pushing them back. And, you know, Ray-Pec's keeping their people back. They don't want Kearney to get into into their territory, so keeping these people back may grant them some more opportunities here. And it looks like they might have an opportunity there, and it looks like there's going to be a foul there on Kearney or on Ray-Pec, I think, actually. Yep, Ray-Pec, so looks like it's going to be Kearney ball here, and getting Ray-Pec off of their shoes here, so maybe they can be able to have another opportunity to score.
15 minutes left in this half here. Let's see what Kearney can do. And if Ray-Pec can keep pressing on.
Having a little more of a concertative drive here. Looks like they're trying to went for a slide, didn't really work there. You know, that happens. Good A for the effort, though. However, Kearney making a good drive here, kicking it all the way. This is an opportunity to score right here, right now, kicking it in, and that's going to be a goal. What a good team effort there.
That was the 30, Gracie Bomar. Great shot right there.
Man, she's been all over that ball, making some nice conservative plays, and that was it right there. She had the shot. She waited, calmed down, and took that shot. Easy lay-in for the Kearney team there, and they really needed that. And that's going to put Ray-Pec in a weird situation now because, you know, obviously in soccer the game is to score, right, and win. But, like, do you go aggressive here and trying to score and maybe let that Kearney offense let that Kearney defense really, you know, they've been putting them in their place.
They have chess match.
They have no offense, so I wonder what the call here for Ray-Pec is. Ray-Pec getting the ball here. Looks like Kearney's going for a little aggressive, getting a headbutt in. Ray-Pec kicking it forward, and looks like Kearney's going to recover that ball. That Kearney goalie's going to quickly, just easily get a quick catch, kick it up, back to number 30 here, Gracie Bomar, and looks like there is going to be Kearney ball again. Gracie Bomar making her way up, a little bit past midfield, just about on that 45-yard line, and she's going to get a kick in. So let's see. She can make something out of this opportunity, kicking it in, and it looks like Ray-Pec might actually recover. That was good defensive effort by them, and Kearney's trying to stop it, and wow, what a great play. Good slide. That was, wow.
Great save.
Kearney trying to recover, and it looks like that goalie's going to get an easy pickup yet again.
I really like this pressure that Kearney's been putting back. They get pressure put onto them, they answer right back.
I agree. I think, you know, Ray-Pec has tried to do the same thing as they did at the start of the game, and you know, Kearney has they changed their methods, they changed their ways, and it's been working. And that ball looks like it's going to be out on Kearney there, so Ray-Pec's going to recover again.
I noticed, yeah, Kearney amped it up a few plays before they scored there, and they've been actually doing quite well with this new game plan.
Yep, Kearney just putting a lot of people on defense here, and it looks like that's kind of what both teams are. As you can see, they're kind of divided, not all mushed together. A couple people in the midfield, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit of struggle, and making some great plays there. Number 26 for Kearney, kicking it back. Number 5, they're going to try making an opportunity, taking a little back, getting a little breathing room.
Gonna have their hands tied here.
Good kick back to number 4. Ooh, good defensive effort by Ray-Pec there, kicking it through the legs, getting that ball back, trying to mismatch them, and they're doing a good job there. Ray-Pec getting some offensive drives in. And yet again, I think this Kearney just conservative defense is going to kick in again. However, making some great plays here, Ray-Pec. However, though, Gracie Bomar might get an easy shot just because of how many players they have back there. So, very good offense by Ray-Pec. Be able to keep this drive alive right now. Amazing effort. They're going to try and kick it. Ooh, and that's going to be blocked by the goalie. That was, I think, the second save by the goalies, and you know that's hard to do. And so that was good effort by that goalie there. Finally maybe gaining some confidence after those first 2 goals being scored on her. So let's see if it looks like Ray-Pec is going to get the ball, though. Again, a lot of Kearney defenders here, and Kearney's going to hit it out again. This is what Ray-Pec wants. Ray-Pec wants that situation to be calm. and they want to get that ball back continuously. They can think a little bit now, think about their strategy. What are your thoughts on this Ray-Pec offense so far, Mason?
I mean, we've talked about it time and time again. It's been very good, and I think it's been kind of the pain to Kearney.
I agree. I think they also kind of changed their plan here. That is going to be rough for Ray-Pec, though, kicking it out of bounds, and that's going to be Kearney ball again. Kearney is not, Ray-Pec has made some great drives down to the Kearney, but once they get to that goalie, they cannot get past him, right? That line that Kearney forms has been dominant
Coming
so
up on 10 minutes to go here. I wonder, during this little halftime break, I wonder if, we'll see a different game plan come out of Kearney or Ray-Pec, for that matter.
Kearney looks like they're going to be continuing to play a little conservative, keep a lot of people back. And it looks like Ray-Pec's still going to play a little aggressive, trying to steal that ball, and Kearney's going to kick it out of bounds. That's just not what they want, man. Ray-Pec getting into that territory yet again. And as we said before, most of this game time has been spent in this Kearney territory.
Absolutely. All Kearney needs to do is just keep it out of their area, and they can, I think they can really, put something together here.
Yeah, I think definitely getting that pressure off of them
like
really
this.
helps. Here's a chance to kind of get some of that pressure off, and looks like that line, yet again, as it was working for Kearney, is going to work for Ray-Pec, just keeping that line of players back there, and it's hard to get past. Opportunity here for Ray-Pec, though, to score. Going to make a pass, but it's going to be put back in by Ray-Pec, and another chance here. That Kearney defense, going to be a trip. That's going to be a flag on Kearney.
Yeah.
That was rough, bad timing, This penalty, right? This penalty for Kearney, man, not what you want, You kind of get that, kind of got that lead in logical wise, because you've been stopping Ray-Pec so far after these 2 goals. They haven't came close to a goal yet, so this can really, decrease their spirit here.
Make or break. First penalty kick of the game. Here we go.
Looks like it's going to be blocked again by that Kearney goalie. What a great play.
Great block right there.
And it looks like Ray-Pec might gain this ball again.
From the corner.
Yep. And so another situation for them to score. They've had a lot of situations, not been able to capitalize on really any of them. So this could be their wake-up call.
Kearney's got to be smooth here.
Another catch by that Kearney goalie.
Awesome block.
They're really allowing that goalie to have some easy catches, and Kylie Deason really playing it out here. So and it looks like that's going to be out on Ray-Pec, and Kearney's going to throw it in. Don't know about that throw in, It looks like Ray-Pec is going to kick it out again, though. So that's going to be Kearney ball all the way down to Ray-Pec territory. We have not seen a lot of opportunities here tonight, folks, and this could be their chance to tie this game up, just around 7 minutes left in this first half, and this could be the chance to turn the tables. The Ray-Pec might have a great save here, and looks like Kearney might have another turnover here, kicking it all the way back. This could be a chance for Kearney, and it's going to be grabbed by that goalie of Ray-Pec. What a good play. Both goalies been playing pretty good so far this first half, and it looks like Ray-Pec goalie, going to kick a big kick all the way down to Kearney downfield, and that other goalie, Kearney's goalie, just going to quickly pick it up and pass it to number 16, Jillian Bonderer, and looks like they're trying to play the slow game, though Ray-Pec's going to capitalize off that, getting an interception all the way down to the field, though that Kearney defense was able to stop them on that drive there. So Another stop here. This Ray-Pec, you know, being aggressive has really helped them so far in this first half, but it's also a lot of negative things. Mason, what's your thoughts on them being aggressive so far?
I think the aggressiveness just, I mean, it's you know, it's
And it looks like Kearney's going to get this ball back yet again. Starting slow, but slow and steady wins the race, folks. So let's see if Ray-Pec can prove that theory wrong, because so far they have at the start, but right now they're not where they want to be. They are, even though they're winning, Kearney has almost every other advantage here. However, Ray-Pec yet again having all those players back there is going to come in vital again and just stop that Kearney offense. Kearney needs more people up there because they will never get past that line of Ray-Pec players. And yet again, getting that ball again. And they might have a chance, but that's going to be out of bounds on Kearney. Ray-Pec ball again.
every opportunity they get, it just seems like it goes to waste.
I feel like we could say that for both teams. Both teams,
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
a lot of offensive plays here and a lot of offensive drives that get all the way down to the goal, and then they just missed.
Not even that. I just think that they have a good chance at you know, setting something up, and it goes to waste because someone either hits it out or, you know, it gets turned back over.
Oh, for sure. You know, these turnovers this game has been insane. I mean, you know, the goalies have been playing great, but you really got to appreciate these defensive players being able to turn over that ball so often.
Lots of midfield action, yeah.
I mean, other than the goals, it's really been a dogfight in this midfield for this entire
Absolutely.
game. And, you know, both teams, you know, they've had their opportunities, and, you know, some have taken them, some haven't.
And had Ray-Pec not come out guns blazing like the second the game started, I think we could have a very even game here.
For sure, for sure. And it looks like that's going to be out on Ray-Pec. So Kearney's going to get their ball way back in their territory, and they need to make sure they get this ball out, because this is not what you want as Kearney here, is Ray-Pec getting this ball back. And looks like they're just going to kick it back. And Ray-Pec looks like they have a little more people on the front here. So maybe they're trying to go even more aggressive than they were before. So looks like Ray-Pec is going to recover this ball, kicked out by Kearney here. Throwing it in, Ray-Pec. Ray-Pec's little dogfight here by Kearney and Ray-Pec, seeing who can gain possession of this ball, and just a bunch of headbutts here so far, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds by what looks like Kearney. It is Kearney, so
Number 5, Bree Reynolds.
Ray-Pec yet again going to grab that ball, try this thing again. Good play there by Ray-Pec there, gaining possession of that ball, and they're going to make a little drive down here, a little chance here. They got one person, a couple people to beat actually now, and it looks like number 20 Kearney going to make a hard-pressed defense right here, just really pressuring that team and even recover that ball. Man, beautiful plays by Kearney here, and Ray-Pec offense just struggling. I mean, you know, they've had their fair share of opportunities, but, you know, under 3 minutes, you got to be a little more aggressive than that. You got to have more opportunities.
Every time I feel like Ray-Pec has something going, Kearney just undoes it. And same goes vice versa.
I agree. I think, you know, both teams have focused way more on that defense aspect than they have on that offense. And, you know, we'll see how it leads this game.
For sure.
Looks like that's going to be a penalty there on Kearney. And Ray-Pec's going to gain possession yet again of this ball, have a kick in here. And Ray-Pec in this situation, always. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one. Gonna just kick it all the way, really near no players.
A little wide.
That's going to be out of bounds, you know, but you can't stress over that. You know, that's 1 in a million chances Ray-Pec there had a chance on offense, so you just got to shake it off here. But Kearney's going to get this ball yet again. See if they can actually get out of their zone.
Team's given the 2-minute warning. Gonna have to make moves here before the end of the half.
This is where stuff gets hot. Ray-Pec going to recover Looks like they have a little less players up here, so however they do kick it out of bounds, and Kearney's going to recover again. Clock's still ticking. Just over a minute here for Kearney to achieve their goals, and it's going to be a penalty there on Kearney, or on Ray-Pec, and Kearney getting possession again, really chewing off their time. They really got to really got to capitalize on this, and they got just about a minute now to get a goal. Let's see if how these offensive and defensive players really play this out. Play more aggressive, you play conservative. What's your thoughts?
I say you go guns blazing right here. You got to go for it. With 45 seconds left, you know, this is your shot. Don't blow it.
Yeah, and no one wants to go into the locker room, you know, that they just let up something important. So I think both teams are going to try their very hardest not to let anything up here. Ray-Pec going to gain possession again, though, make it to midfield. Kearney might recover this, just trying to kick it up, maybe try and just stop this Ray-Pec offense till halftime, or maybe even recover it. We got under 25 seconds.
What can Kearney do here? What can Ray-Pec do, more importantly?
Making bold moves, number 14 on Kearney, Josie Sparks, and that's going to be Kearney ball. They're going to have about 10 seconds. 9,
Clock's ticking.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be the first half of this Kearney Bulldogs versus Ray-Pec, and we'll see you back after half, folks.
Let's welcome our Special Olympics athletes to the court for tonight's festivity.
Here at Kearney High, the boys varsity basketball team hosts the Special Olympics Jam, where there are skill challenges, raffles, and the main event. The Kearney boys team versus the Special Olympics All-Stars.
Brent, what are you most excited about, looking forward to tonight?
Well, I've been excited for basketball for tonight.
Are you going to own it?
Yes, I am.
What's your name?
Jackson,
And Jackson, what are you looking forward to most tonight?
getting the most points.
Yes, getting the most point. Awesome, Chase. And what are you looking forward to most tonight?
Basketball.
Basketball. Who am I here with tonight?
Look, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. And Blair, what are you most excited about tonight?
I'll kick some butt.
Yes, sir. Yes, you will.
The Hoopers suit up, warm up, and have a pre-game talk with their coaches while they're getting ready for game time.
It's special for them because it's like it's their NBA Finals game. It's like their big moment, and they finally get to play in front of a lot of fans, and it's just fun for them.
I think it's such a special experience for the players because they feel so loved in our community, and they can shine and cheered on, and they just get to go out there and show off their stuff, and everybody gives them the great attention.
The most rewarding part was probably watching them win. It was fun seeing them win, fun seeing them excited.
I think that the Special Olympics was a really cool event because not many schools do that. Not many schools even think of doing that. And I just think that that was special and kind of them to do that. That was kind of our coaches and staff. And that was kind of Kearney High School to do that.
I'm glad that they continue this tradition after a 3-year break, and I'm a senior, and I hope they continue it after I leave.
I learned that they're just like me. They're fun to be around, and I actually had a great time being with them.
The All-Stars had felt the atmosphere of love from the fans and coaches.
Nathan, what was your favorite part of tonight?
Winning the game.
So, Brent, what was your favorite part of tonight?
Oh, it's a basketball game.
Yes, and did you have a favorite coach?
Yes, which is me and Coach Dre.
Yes. What was your favorite part of tonight?
Playing.
Yeah, and did you have a favorite coach?
Mr. Starzl.
Mr. Starzl, can you hold up your sign?
Thanks, lady.
Yeah!
It sure was an extraordinary night for the players and everyone who came out and supported. For KHS TV, I'm Dante DeStefano.
The broadcasting program here at Kearney High School has changed a lot over time, and with a new broadcasting teacher comes a new podcast.
When Dante came to me with the idea of a podcast, I was excited. It was actually something that I brought up in my interview with the school because we have all of the resources to do a podcast, so it just made sense to me for a podcast to be started. And Dylan and Dante are seniors that I trust to handle something like that, and so I just thought it was a good idea.
What inspired me to start the podcast was just, I had a lot of free time on my hand, and I thought, maybe we should bring something new to the table for the program. Some people find the actual news a bit boring. The idea came to us one day in the 7th hour. I asked Dylan to be a part of it, and then we went and talked to Mrs. Rimmer, and she thought it was a good idea. And then she just wanted to make sure that we had to go clear it with Gustafson. So that day, I went and talked to Gustafson, kind of told him my idea with it, and it was a little bit kind of hard at first to kind of push the idea, since there are certain topics that we can't talk about. But we were told we just wanted to find a way to give more information throughout the school, and even just throughout the world.
The podcast can improve the overall news in the school by really focusing in on things that the students are finding interested, as Dylan and Dante are students in the school, and they will make sure that they choose topics that are relevant to the goings-on and not just announcements and things like that, or the sports. I think it's a great way to highlight the other things that aren't necessarily getting highlighted as much.
The type of people that go on the podcast, it can go from people who are doing stuff outside of school to people who are just in a club. All sorts of people, as long as you're doing something that is worth talking about. Either someone doing really cool with outside of school. I know we had Ms. Starzl come on and talking about the sign language club that's coming up, and then we had a guy come on with Dylan O'Brien. He was talking about his own clothing line that he made. So it really gives us an opportunity to kind of go more in depth on certain topics, and that did inspire me a lot.
I think that a podcast is a good idea because they are very popular right now. A lot of people are more willing to listen to a podcast than watch a video, and it's something that you can do it while you're doing other things. So it makes sense to be embarking on something that is popular and prominent right now.
I think a lot of people would come to find that our podcast actually brings some really cool information on certain kind of spotlights for people.
As far as changing out the host goes, Dylan and Dante started it, and so they can do it this entire year unless they want to bring in someone else. And then once they graduate, so I guess maybe at the end of this school year we'll have to swap out. But for right now, it's Dylan and Dante's show, and I'm sure that they will be passing the baton on to people who will be doing the podcast just as well.
To find this podcast, look up The Podcast on Spotify or scan the code. And for KHS TV, I'm Nick Seifert.
A Kearney internship can benefit students in many different ways. Number one, it gives them exposure to the career field that they are considering, and they can find out whether it truly is something that they want to continue on studying, or whether or not it's something that they're not interested in and they want to change gears. It also gives them the opportunity to make connections with people in the professional world, as well as start learning that terminology along with some of the technical skills needed for the job.
Kearney internships provide students with many real-world learning experiences. Let's take a look on how it's had a positive impact on Van McNutt's life.
I'm currently interning at the Kearney Trust Company, which is the bank right by Sonic, but I got that through another internship because I started with the Kearney Enrichment Council, and they're just a nonprofit that tries to revitalize the downtown Kearney area. And so helping with them, the executive director kind of got me an interview with the bank, and then I've been working there ever since.
We do have information on the school's website. If you go to Kearney School District academics and then real world learning. We do have it underneath there, but it is a little bit outdated and we do need it to clean that up a little bit.
A day at my internship is never the same, honestly. Sometimes I'm on the teller line, sometimes I'm helping out in bookkeeping, sometimes I'm in loans, and sometimes I'm just wandering around like shadowing as many people as I can, but every day is something new and that's what keeps it interesting. I enjoy the people at my internship. There's the work culture and everyone is just constantly working hard and trying to make sure our customers are getting what they need and that everyone's just taken care of.
The internship had many different positive and beneficial effects on Van's life.
It has benefited him in so many different ways, but I think that the top way that it has benefited him is the fact that he's making connections in the business world, and he's had so much exposure to different business opportunities, both nonprofit and for-profit, and he's being able to narrow down the exact field that he wants to go into.
This internship has definitely influenced what I want to do after high school because at first I didn't know what I was going to do, but now I'm definitely thinking finance and banking, so I would definitely recommend this internship to other students. My advice would be just to get out there, try new things. These internships are a great way to meet new people and network and make connections around the Kearney area. So there's no bad internship, and every step, even if it's a wrong step, will get you down the right path eventually.
For more information about the Kearney internship opportunities, contact Holtzclaw or Solomonsson. A special thanks and good luck to Van McNutt on all future endeavors. This is Britta Nielsen with KHS TV.
Welcome back to this Kearney field here, obviously at Kearney, Missouri. And today we're getting back at our second half of the Kearney women's soccer team versus Ray-Pec. And score right now is 1 Kearney, 2 Ray-Pec, and a very exciting first half. Definitely some good plays on both sides. Definitely some things that they got to improve on both sides. So, what are your thoughts on that first half, Mason?
It was some solid back and forth action. It seemed like everything Ray-Pec would do, Kearney would undo, and vice versa. I wonder if that'll, remain the same, theme in the second half.
Yeah, you definitely got to wonder, like, what's the game plan? Game plan change. Do you continue to go out as you were? Do you change it up? 30 seconds. And, with 30 seconds only till back, just under 30 seconds, they had, I guess they obviously had the full 11 minutes to think about, what the plan was. But, that's some quick decisions based on this game. And we're going to have to see what they come back with because the second half, definitely can change this game. But right now, Ray-Pec in the lead. And it looks like Kearney's going to get the ball first here in the second half as Ray-Pec got the ball at the start of the game. And Kearney is going to just do their thing, play conservative.
I do wonder how these teams will approach the second half. I feel like, you might not want to come out aggressive from the start because you might get tired. I think that it's going to be a kind of just...
Oh, my Lord, Kearney have so many players, and that's going to be
a little wide.
Out of bounds. That was a 1-on-4 for Ray-Pec there. And, Kearney just having a lot of players right there to defend that. And
they were ready.
They were very prepared for that offensive drive and held them back.
I wonder if we'll see more of that.
Kearney going to have this ball yet again, moving their way up. Ray-Pec might recover, trying to get it on the side. Didn't work very much. And Kearney, yet again, have just too many players. Gonna recover. Kick it back to that goalie. Kick it back to Gracie Bomar. Not Gracie Bomar, my mistake. Number 16, Julian Bunderer. And number 33 here is going to take it, kick it out to the side. And they're going to try and kick it up that sideline, and that might, good save. Number 14, they're not getting that out of bounds. Going to try and defend this here, Ray-Pec. They do have the numbers. Looks like there's going to be a
Looked like
penalty.
a handball.
Yep, that's going to be a penalty on Kearney. And these penalties, man, Mason, that
Stacking up.
yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, both sides haven't had many penalties, but Ray-Pec going to kick it back into, and we're going to see what this offensive can do this time. Getting shut out first time, and it looks like it's going to happen the same time, and it looks like that's going to be a penalty on Ray-Pec. 2 penalties right back to back. Didn't see a lot of penalties in the first half. They definitely made that shift in the game, but there might be a lot more penalties in this second half.
I feel like as desperation kind of sets in, it's maybe not set in yet, but I think it could within the coming, 30 minutes.
Oh, for sure. You still got like around 37 minutes left. You got plenty of time.
A lot of time, yeah. A lot of breathing room.
There's a point where you reach that time and you're like, what's the choice now? We got to play more aggressive, but that's way in the future. So right now, just how conservative do you play? How much time do you waste?
I think it's a game of chess like we talked about.
Looks like there's going to be a foul.
Yellow card.
Looks like on Ray-Pec there.
Can't tell what player that is.
And they're going to send in a new player, it looks like, for Ray-Pec. Or maybe that's the same player. My mistake. So Kearney's going to get this ball after that foul. And looks like it's going to be Gracie Bomar kicking it in.
She's got a lot of options here, people to kick to.
First yellow card and first card overall in this game.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to see.
Wonder if
Gonna
we'll see
kick it
more of
in
those.
all the way to the back, and we saw this last half with Ray-Pec. When they kick it in, sometimes they kick it too hard, and that's just happened to Kearney. And it's a tough situation to happen because you just lose that basically entire offensive drive there. So let's see if they can come back from that. Looks like Ray-Pec's going to keep their people back. Just going to kick it back to that goalie. Going to kick it in. Maybe have a little advantage in numbers here, Ray-Pec does, with that offense, but Kearney might be able to just outskill him here, and that's what it looks like it's going to happen. And definitely both putting up a good fight. I mean, these players must be tired going back and forth because they are playing tough and rough. Gracie Bomar making a drive here, and it looks like Ray-Pec's just going to steal that back fast.
Kearney's got a shot here. I know.
Looks like Ray-Pec still trying to make this drives, making something out of nothing. And Kearney looks like they're going to shut that down real quick. Kind of in a corner there. And that looks like that's going to be out of bounds on Kearney. So Ray-Pec, out of bounds on Ray-Pec, my mistake. And now Kearney's going to get this ball back yet again.
Neither team has really gone for any strategy over another. They've not really been that aggressive, and they've not really played too conservative at all.
Yeah, I feel like right now there's just no game plan. It's just play soccer.
Yeah.
You see that opportunity, and there hasn't been any opportunities, not a lot of setups yet. And
pick something up on the fly, I guess.
Ray-Pec controlling possession, though it might switch to Kearney here in midfield. Ray-Pec continuing, trying to just give themselves a little breathing room here. Just keep this possession. And it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of it. Oh, that might have been that turnover right there. And it looks like Kearney might recover. What a great play by number 9 of Kearney, Taylor Clean, there to try and get that ball back. The Ray-Pec steals it right back, and another chance for Ray-Pec, but as you can see, just clearly outnumbered by Kearney. Just doing what they started doing in that first half, just keeping all those players back, and you know, that defense has really worked for them so far.
Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like an offsides to me. Interested to see how that might affect this whole thing going forward.
Definitely a lot more foul, more like penalties, and even a yellow card we saw.
Yeah,
definitely more.
Some sloppier gameplay.
Little chance here for Ray-Pec. They're gonna. This is. Oh, it looks like that Gracie Boma gonna make a good play. Kind of block that and struggling, really playing rough here, trying to get that ball back, and she might get it though. She's gonna kick it out of bounds. That's gonna be Ray-Pec ball yet again.
I wonder if that play could be a sign of things to come. A lot of aggression out of Ray-Pec.
Gonna kick it in, and Kearney just might get an easy block here. Trying to do a slide there. You know, it was working quite a lot for Ray-Pec in that first half, being able to slide. They got a lot of really tricky kicks through people's legs, and that led to some good offensive opportunities. But it was the first one we saw the second half, and it did not work. And, you know, that can definitely hurt and maybe even get penalties or even a yellow card just for something like that. So Ray-Pec's definitely got to watch out. It looks like a
corner kick right here.
Yeah, Ray-Pec's going to get a corner kick here for that. So
Kearney's got to stay smooth here.
Get it in. Ray-Pec trying to gain possession, and that Kearney defense is just going to get that back. And again,
that header was the worst thing Ray-Pec needed right there.
For sure, for sure. That was an easy opportunity there, maybe to get some points and really put that Kearney team down, regain that lead. Although they do have the lead, they need, you know, Kearney's just one goal away from getting it back, and looks like that goalie is just going to get that ball again. Throwing it in is the goalie for Kearney. And it looks like Kearney might have a chance here to score. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities this half yet. And it's going to be shot out of bounds by Kearney. Looks like Ray-Pec might get that ball back. Looks like they're going to get a kick here, actually, by Kearney.
Corner shot right here. Keep it under control.
A good defensive play there by Ray-Pec, getting them off. And Ray-Pec going to make an offense, you know. They only got a couple people to beat here. This is a good chance. Ray-Pec making it down. Good kick.
Great opportunity. Oh, man.
That is not what you want to see as Ray-Pec.
That's a yellow card.
That was your chance right then and there to score. And not only is that a yellow card there for your team, which is not a good look, but now Kearney gets this ball back, and you really had that chance to really prove that you could really lead this game and not have Kearney have that comeback that they look like they're kind of trying to have.
We talked about those yellow cards, that they might be more common this second half. I think they might be.
Teams are definitely playing a lot more aggressive this half, you know.
They came in slow off the gate, but I think they're really trying to go for it. Put the pressure on now when there's 30 minutes left. So everyone's gassed at the end.
For sure. And looks like Ray-Pec's going to throw it right back in. And just a dogfight in the midfield right now.
Handball right there, I believe on Kearney, it looked like. No, Ray-Pec, my bad.
Man, Ray-Pec getting a lot of penalties right now, and they might have to calm a little bit down. We know being very aggressive kind of worked a little bit for them in the first half. But this half, Kearney's just been really keeping them off of them.
I wonder if Ray-Pec's going to start unraveling.
This could be the fall of this team that has gained this lead. However, though, Kearney has not been doing so great themselves. Right now, they can't get on that offense. That Ray-Pec defense has been dominating, and the midfield.
They're there right now.
Yet again, out of bounds. You know, I haven't been counting how many kicks have been gone out of bounds, but it's in the high numbers right now. You would figure, you know, like the strategy to keep that inside. You know, a lot of these team strategy has been trying to keep it on the outside, you know, and most of our goals have been strategy from the inside. So I wonder why they go to the outside like that.
I think these teams got to switch it up here. Try some new things. I think the things that they've been going for right now haven't been working. I think they got to really
Kearney has a
switch it up
chance here. Get that lead back, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds there.
Deflected.
So that was a chance for Kearney to gain that you know, that spirit back and that momentum. Definitely, they would definitely be leading that momentum, and they almost are now. But you know, scoring that goal would have tied that up, and they would have been in a much better position than they are right now.
These teams seem pretty dead set on keeping it aggressive, keeping the pressure, applying the pressure. You know, hoping the other team makes a mistake that you can take advantage of.
For sure. I agree. I mean, these teams, I mean, everyone's running hard, playing hard. It is just a dogfight in terms of effort that these teams are putting in. This is one of the hardest I've seen any of these players play in a game. And, you know, not to say that they don't play hard in other games, but just, wow.
Hard opponents bring out the best in players.
For sure.
Little less than 30 minutes, 27 minutes here. What can be done?
Kearney going to have another chance here.
Chance.
Tie this game up. Going to go in for a shot, and it's good! Goal, Kearney! And that is going to tie that game up.
They have tied it up.
Big shot there. That is going to be shot by number 1, Addie Fisher, and that is exactly what Kearney wanted. They tried to do it before. They muffed it up a couple times, and it looks like actually this Ray-Pec goalie's hurting a little bit. You know, definitely never want to see that. Always respect to those players, but she did look like she kind of twisted her ankle there when she fell.
Hope she's okay.
Though she might be able to walk it off. We always like to see that. Don't know if she's going to continue to play, though, but it looks like she might.
Looks like she will.
You know, that definitely earns some respect. Even though you're hurt, you're trying to come out for your team, you know, that's definitely a hard thing to do. But as this Ray-Pec defense, that's not what you wanted. You know, you've been playing hard defense ever since they've scored that first goal, and you just barely were keeping them up. But now they were able to breach through. And as we were talking about earlier, how the strategy to go on the inside has been working much better for both of these teams to score. And maybe Kearney's figured that out, because that was a really, really nice shot there from that middle. And I wonder if they're going to continue with that strat.
It's a fresh start here for Kearney. Ray-Pec just has to, you know, make sure they keep doing what they're doing. They have been, I think, in terms of overall just gameplay, they've been better than Kearney. Just small mistakes that lead to yellow cards and penalties have been really taking away from Ray-Pec's ability to, you know, take control of this game.
For sure. And I wonder what the call here for Ray-Pec's defense in terms of the goalie is. Do you sub in maybe your backup goalie or someone else, or do you let maybe your best goalie play even though they're a little down? What do you think the call is here for the coach?
That is a really, really tough call. I personally would not want to risk it, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
You know, always respect that decision. You always want those players to be healthy. You know, their physical health definitely means more than any game that they're playing. So I appreciate that decision. So great call by that coach there to take that out. Though I wonder how this new goalie is going to run. You know, I doubt that they get many chances that the varsity goalie. So I wonder if they're going to put in JV goalie or just someone else from varsity team. So, and, you know, the fans definitely love it. They're clapping. You know, definitely love that. They're appreciating that coach taking that player out rather than further risking more injury. So
yeah,
definitely appreciate that.
Oh,
or maybe
she's good.
She looks like she might be able to walk it off. So
she's back.
So, yeah, back to it's a tie game now. You know, it took a while for Kearney to get back to that tie game, but they definitely deserve it, and way better than that than to risk, Ray-Pec scoring, playing maybe a little too aggressive. So as Ray-Pec gets this ball now, what's the call?
I say keep playing how you were doing. It might not have worked once, but who's to say that's how it's always going to work?
Yeah, I mean, watching a lot of these soccer games, the thing that maybe players and teams struggle a lot is with consistency. And I think that's what's really struggling with this Ray-Pec team here is consistency. And we're going to start off here just over 27 minutes here in the second half. Things are getting hot. It is tied, and Kearney retrieved that ball, but it looks like Kearney is going to keep that ball, going to be out of bounds on Ray-Pec. And that Kearney offense, right back out there, they just scored. Can they capitalize on it again? Kearney outnumbered. Oh, that's going to be pushed down. That's going to be a penalty there on Ray-Pec. And man, I don't know if there's been really any penalties on Kearney here, because Ray-Pec, they've had a lot, and it has gotten them in really, really bad positions here. And
absolutely,
Kearney's going to have another easy shot here. Kicking it in. It looks like a little bit dogfight here in this kind of Ray-Pec territory, and they're putting up a tough defense, not allowing any offensive drives to go past here. Although they do have one on the corner, that's gonna be a really tough shot. Good pass there. Oh,
almost.
Tough kick there. What a really good player for Kearney on that corner. That was a beautiful pass. I don't think you could have asked for any better. But Kearney really making those offensive drives.
Turning that aggression up to 11.
For sure. I mean, and as we've seen in the first half, they're playing a little conservative. But now that Ray-Pec's at their lowest right now, they're struggling. They're trying to capitalize on their low spirit right now.
They're trying to get them to unravel.
All that momentum all goes to Kearney right now, and Ray-Pec needs to gain that back.
Ray-Pec just needs to be consistent here. Play it, not safe.
Passes. Going to play a little safe, little conservative here, passing it back, and they're going to have a good chance to score, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty on Ray-Pec. Wow. So many penalties here for Ray-Pec. That could have been a goal right there. That was a good offensive drive, but just another penalty. You can't keep getting these. It is going to make you lose this game.
Coming to 25 minutes to go. I wonder if we'll see any new strategies come out here.
Any adjustments by the team, for sure. Kearney having the ball, making another good offensive drive here, just keeping it up.
Lots of back and forth.
For sure. A lot of interceptions here and turnovers. And, Ray-Pec, maybe they've decided on a little bit stronger defense and really getting a little desperate here on defense after a lot of these really good offensive drives. And looks like they're going to try and kick it up the sideline. Ooh, barely still inbounds. Oh, my gosh.
Keeps it in.
What a great play by Ray-Pec to keep that ball in, although that was just a desperation there. When you have those desperation kicks, that's just bound to happen, that it goes out of bounds like that. And just there was really no shot there to score a goal.
Not much you can do.
They tried their hardest, they tried their best, but that situation they were in, not really a lot to come from it.
What do you do if you Ray-Pec here? What do you think, Cody?
I definitely think, as I was talking about earlier, consistency. Just keep Kearney on their toes. They've lost a little bit of that momentum. It's been a while since they scored their goals, so just keep them. Play a little consistent. You've been playing aggressive all game. Just don't do the unexpectable and just play conservative like Kearney is. So it looks like there's going to be another penalty on Ray-Pec. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's crazy. And if it wasn't for that penalty, that ball looked like it would have go in. Of course, we didn't know the goalie probably stopped because they heard the whistle, but
yeah.
Wow. Yikes. That's the third time this half that they could have gotten a goal, but they got a penalty.
I wonder if they're going to pull that approach that we were talking about earlier. Go aggressive at the start, kind of dial back in, regroup, and then go for it at the end.
For sure. Definitely need to rethink some of their decisions. They're getting so many penalties.
The question is, when do you do it?
For sure. When's the time to play desperate and when's not? I just don't think right now is the time to play desperate. Kearney, though, in a pretty good spot still. You know, they have most of the momentum here. And, oh, it looks like Ray-Pec might get a shot here for the first time in a while. Oh, and it's going to go past the goalie here. And the goalie's going to make a good save. And the fans love that. Great effort by the Kearney goalie there. And, wow.
I wonder what happened. She got too close.
Yeah, they just kind of ran into each other. And, man, don't know about that. That's a weird situation there.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
Looks like Ray-Pec's going to get it right back, though. A lot of people to beat. No people on that edge, though. May get a chance to take a shot here. And
they're doing
some
what we
good
talked
passing.
about. That aggressiveness, I think it's starting to set in.
Yeah, and that momentum, as we was talking about how Kearney had, this could be a big shift for Ray-Pec here, because they're now getting into Kearney territory. They have been in their territory for most of this game. Getting into that Kearney territory is hard, especially with Kearney, that dominant how they've been dominating that midfield. So
what do you think changed?
I think they've just kind of snapped. You know, we haven't seen any penalties yet, and so far the offense has been good other than penalties.
I agree.
Looks like Kearney going to play a little bit harder there, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds on Kearney. So Ray-Pec going to get that ball again. Keep getting the ball in a good spot right now. Throwing it in. Ray-Pec way outnumbered by Kearney here. Way more people in the midfield trying to keep it in. Far kick from the out, and that's going to be out of bounds yet again.
I'm liking this new sort of lease of life right here for Ray-Pec. They've been taking their opportunities, and while they haven't been able to capitalize it, I like the fact that they've been given these opportunities.
For sure. They are making a lot of opportunities from nothing, and you know it's exhilarating because they're getting so far deep, but they just can't score. But I wonder if they'll be able to score. They haven't scored since the first half, all the way in like first 10 minutes. So I wonder if they'll be able to snap back in. Little opportunity here for Kearney. I think that Ray-Pec defense, though, is going to shut that down pretty easily. Just going to let it go out of bounds. And it looks like Ray-Pec's just going to gain that possession. Nothing yet on this Ray-Pec goalie, thank God, for her recovery here. And she seems to be playing all right again. So I think that Ray-Pec defense has kind of switched minds that we need to stay on this offensive, because if we let that goalie, our goalie might not be as healthy as normal, so she might not play as to her best ability. So if we can keep on offense, we might have the best chance of winning this game. Looks like Ray-Pec's going to make another good offensive drive. Kearney might shut this down here, though. Just a little bit of dogfight in the midfield. So far, Kearney's been dominating this midfield all game long. And yet again, here they do it again. Kearney dominating that midfield.
I wonder if Ray-Pec might be able to break this wall.
Yeah, just under 20 minutes here. You know, you're halfway into the second half. You know, you only got 25% left of this game. And it's tied up. This is where things get hot. Running all the way down. Ray-Pec getting a chance, and that's going to be out of bounds. And Kearney is going to gain possession. They haven't been here in a hot second, so let's see if they can get another goal, maybe get a lot of that momentum back like they did last time.
Yeah, I agree. I bet now's the time to really start thinking about when you're going to go for it. You know, what moves you're going to make and when you're going to do them.
For sure. But you got to be careful. That Ray-Pec offense is really been strong.
Yeah, you got to be very careful when you coordinate stuff like that.
Looks like Kearney might get a little bit of a corner shot here. So see how they take on this opportunity here. Looks like they're going to put more people up than in the midfield, like they've been doing all game. Go in. Looks like Ray-Pec's going to kind of kick that out, and they're just going to try and recover it to midfield here, though it might be out on Kearney, and it is. And you can really start to notice that fatigue setting in. It looks like players maybe playing a little more lighter, trying to save that energy for that last, all the way up to that 2-minute warning, because if you can conserve some of that energy and have a lot of energy at that end, while all the other players are fatigued, it could be a big changer. But it's big risk to not play your hardest through the entire game.
With that last play, do you think that's what Kearney needed?
I don't know. It's a really tough decision to think about. I think Kearney, that was a struggle for them because now Ray-Pec has some possession in this ball here.
Ray-Pec's got position.
Going to be kicked out of bounds, but looks by Ray-Pec, and looks like Kearney's going to have this ball. Looks like Kearney's going to get this ball. And this could be a chance to score right here.
She can keep it in. Oh, just out.
Little too fast. I think if that ball was, a little slower there, that could have been a real chance to get a goal by Kearney here. Still tied up, 17 minutes left. This game just keeps getting more intense and intense as this clock keeps clicking down.
This is intriguing. I wonder, do you think if someone were to score, do you think someone would be able to recover?
I don't know. They've been playing, I wonder what the desperate plans and the aggressiveness, when they really start to kick in. But we'll just have to see.
Oh, penalty.
It looks like this might actually be the first penalty this half on Kearney, other than like kicking it out of bounds and stuff. So, yeah, it looks like Ray-Pec's actually going to have a chance here. And it looks like they're going to get a shot here. This could be the best chance for Ray-Pec right now.
Could they change the tides?
They're going to kick it.
Oh,
it's going to be blocked.
Great deflection.
Good.
That's out.
Good play. But
that was a really nice play for Kearney right there. That was exactly what they needed.
Yep. Definitely couldn't ask anything better from your goalie there. And just, what a great play.
However, Ray-Pec gets the corner shot here.
That's definitely interesting. Another chance here. Not as good, but still can definitely make a goal. Kick it in. We're going to try and headbutt
Great
that
opportunity.
in. And this looks like that's going to be Kearney ball again.
Get the field goal.
Looks like this goalie's just going to kick it back in and restart this mess at midfield, this dogfight. Looks like Kearney kind of gained possession, but Ray-Pec might just gain this right back. Just kicking it back and forth. No really tell on who's got possessions. So the second half has definitely been much better than the first half. I feel like in terms of midfield, like possession, holding the possession. There's so many turnovers in that first half and this second half.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a shot there by Ray-Pec. It's going to slightly miss the goal there, and it's going to be a Kearney ball yet again.
To branch off of that, I think both teams have really kind of dialed it in here. They've been a lot more precise, and while Ray-Pec's made a lot of mistakes, Kearney has too.
For sure. A lot more opportunities for this offense, and a lot of mistakes by these defenses allowing those opportunities to come. And just one of these days, these teams are going to take advantage, capitalize on that opportunity, and that's when it really gets hot. So we'll just see if that's going to happen, or we might be taken into overtime.
I'm liking how often these teams are getting the ball out of midfield. It makes me wonder if we're going to see something coming up here soon.
For sure. We've kind of been Ray-Pec dominant for a second here. Kearney's not been in Ray-Pec territory here in a while, and I think it's starting to click on them like, hey guys, we need to get this ball back because it's tough to defend a lot. Little opportunity here by the corner by Ray-Pec. They're going to kick it, and that's going to be easily blocked there by number 20 on Kearney, Maria Olberding, and that's just going to be Ray-Pec ball again. Another opportunity here. A little bit in a bad situation, a little bit. And it looks like Ray-Pec's going to have a chance, and that goalie's going to snatch that right up. And just over 13 minutes, folks, just keeps getting more intense. These teams are going to go down to the wire.
This is where it ramps up. This is it.
Finally in Ray-Pec territory is Kearney, and Looks like they might have a chance here. Some good plays here by number 4 for Kearney, Maddie Stevens. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by, looks like, Ray-Pec, wanting a penalty there. Ray-Pec for the person that fell. Doesn't look like they're going to get one, and it looks like Kearney's going to retrieve this ball. Finally in Ray-Pec territory. And
I wonder if frustration's starting to set in for Ray-Pec here.
For sure, for sure. Missed out on a lot of opportunities, and we're going to see if they can recover their defense. First time their goalie's ever really kind of moved ever since that injury, and you know that's what Ray-Pec likes to see. They like to see that offense just continuing to keep pressure on that offense, on that Kearney defense. So right now, getting this ball back can definitely be large for them, not allowing that Kearney offense to stay on their side. But that depends if they can get past this midfield.
Good question for you, Cody. Just over 12 minutes to go. What do you think we're going to see out of these teams in terms of aggression? Will it ramp up? Will it go down?
I think you're going to start to see that Kearney team to get desperate. You know, they got that first goal, and they're eating for that momentum, and they're eating for that another goal, you know. And I think this Ray-Pec team, they know they've been dominant right now this half. They're just going to play consistently, and they're going to have a chance here even to score. Looks like they're going to pass it. Good pass here. This is a chance for a goal, and it's going to be blocked by Gracie Bonmar. But what were your thoughts on maybe, because we're getting down to minute 30 until 10-minute warning, so it's getting close.
I'm really wondering if Ray-Pec will start, you know, getting more aggressive, or if they'll continue to just kind of lay back a little bit. I feel like they've not been as aggressive as Kearney has been.
For sure, but I also feel like it's been working for them. You know, they've been.
It has been, absolutely.
But I wonder, maybe just that little tiny of aggressivism gets you to that goal.
They're probably waiting for it.
Waiting for that perfect opportunity. Go a little aggressive. Gonna have a chance here yet again. Gonna recover from that throw from Kearney here, and almost out of bounds here on this sideline. Making some good moves here. Going a little back, trying to gain that possession. Just some breathing air on a slide there real quick by Kearney. Missed, though. Got that ball back out, and Kearney looks like they're just going to kick it out of bounds, and Ray-Pec's going to get that ball back.
I wonder if Kearney's going to be ready for a big switch here from Ray-Pec, or vice versa. Maybe Ray-Pec isn't expecting what Kearney has up their sleeve.
Looks like Kearney's going to recover this ball, trying to actually get past this midfield. Really been struggling there. And just yet again, more dogfights here, but Ray-Pec has been winning, though. Looks like someone's going to fall, and that looks like that's going to be a penalty on Ray-Pec. So
another.
They haven't seen a lot, and I think that's a big thing to their offense. Just 10 minutes. We've hit the 10-minute warning now, and I think this is when people get desperate. This is when people really, really start to think, what's the call here, coach? You know?
It's a mix of desperation and not wanting to let something go. I think it's going to be more defense here for Kearney and way more offense for Ray-Pec.
For sure, for sure. Not already that they've had a lot, but you know, I think Kearney's just trying to keep that momentum that they have, but they've really lost almost all of it now because of this Ray-Pec offense. However, they still have not allowed them to score, so they still definitely have that over them.
This might have been the switch we've been waiting for.
Looks like Kearney gonna get that ball. Fans getting a little more heated now. You know, you got a close game here, close time.
Down straight to Ray-Pec goalie.
Ray-Pec just easily going to get a pickup here, and looks like they're just going to throw it out or kick it out. And we got a little bit of kick out, and so now let's see if Ray-Pec can recover this ball. Kearney got a little offensive, and if Ray-Pec can get back on this offensive, they would love that. And as Kearney, you need to stop this offensive, because if you don't, they have all the momentum. To the corner here, a little bit of a pass. That looks like that's going to be a penalty on what it looks like Kearney. So I think Ray-Pec is going to get this ball yet again, which is definitely interesting considering, you know, a lot of penalties on Ray-Pec this first half. But now Kearney's starting to get those penalties. And
yeah,
I think they're really getting a taste of what that Ray-Pec team deal with that first part of that second half. So, you know, and Kearney definitely capitalized on it. Let's see if Ray-Pec can be able to capitalize on it.
And with 8 minutes 30 left, this is the part where you don't want to make mistakes. You want to keep it clean, keep it smooth, make sure that everyone is playing to the best of their ability, not getting sloppy.
Absolutely. This is where, you don't want no butterflies. You want to be calm and consistent.
A thing of not what if I win, but how do I win?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. And it looks like the Ray-Pec's going to get a shot here. And that's just going to hit the side of the net there and going to be no good. Looks like Kearney's going to recover this ball. And, Kearney hasn't had a great offense. They've been shut out pretty good so far for the second half. So if they really want a chance to win this game, they need to score. They need to start showing some offensive, plays and maybe even a little aggressiveness, because if they can't get past that midfield, they're never going to score.
Both teams have been equally matched.
Looks like we just got under 8 minutes, and it looks like a chance for Ray-Pec, and that's going to be a
That's
goal!
a Ray-Pec goal.
Ray-Pec, that is huge for this Ray-Pec team.
That changes everything, Cody.
It's a goal for the Ray-Pec Lady Panthers.
Man, as Kearney here, being shut out, and now this Ray-Pec offense finally capitalized on those opportunities. You are in a terrible position. You have not a lot of time, a lot of pressure to score a goal here, because if you don't, you're going to lose. So
I think Kearney's got plenty of time here.
definitely a lot of time to make something happen.
You got to
but
keep a level head.
you got to be wary of those mistakes for sure.
Exactly. 7 minutes 40 is a lot. A lot can change.
Ray-Pec just trying to put up a wall against this Kearney offense. Just can't get it past, playing super aggressive here. And that's going to be out of bounds on Ray-Pec there. And Kearney's going to get this ball. They're going to get into this Ray-Pec territory.
Out on Ray-Pec again.
They have not been here very often.
Kearney's got to turn that aggression up to 11 here.
I totally agree. I think, they've been playing consistent, and Ray-Pec is just playing aggressive, and they're killing them on it. So being able to, but it looks like Ray-Pec is going to get this ball back, throwing it in. Kearney's going to look to play very aggressive here, trying to recover this ball desperately and just trying to get past everyone. And looks like Ray-Pec's goal is just going to get an easy pickup. And now below 7 minutes, what do we got here? This is the true shine of both teams. What can both teams do with the pressure on hands? Kearney down 1, Ray-Pec up 1. What can they do to show us? Ray-Pec going to have another offensive drive here, though that turf monster might come in, and it looks like Kearney's going to make a good play getting that back. That's what they need. But Ray-Pec coming in yet again with those aggressive plays, making some great plays here, passing. Oh my gosh, Kearney doesn't know where they're at. Going to take a shot, easily caught by that Kearney goalie though. That was some great plays. And even up, Ray-Pec playing aggressive, and I think it's going to work for them.
Both teams have definitely amped up their aggression here. And I think for Ray-Pec, it's just a matter of keeping Kearney in line. And I think Kearney just needs to get able, to make shots. They need to provide opportunities for themselves and get into a point where they can make something happen.
Looks like Kearney's going to get this ball yet again. After Ray-Pec kicked it out, and they got a
player
chance.
switches.
They got some time to think on this. They got to score because, they definitely have other chances and other opportunities that I'm sure they're bound to get. But this is your chance right now. Tying up this game right now is huge for you.
Maddie Stevens replaced by Bree Reynolds.
Shot.
Oh, off the back.
That's going to hit the upright, bottom part of it, and
off the field goal.
It looks like Ray-Pec's going to recover that ball. Ray-Pec is in a very good position. They love this.
Yeah.
They have the ball. The offense has been good. They're playing aggressive. Kearney cannot handle them. They're in the lead. Just keep this ball, keep this possession, run down this clock, make this Kearney team fight and choose.
They need to keep that overarching arm over Kearney.
Kearney, 3 people on one guy just seems excessive, but Ray-Pec's still dealing with it. Under 5 minutes now, you don't have much time. And this Ray-Pec team still making advances, even though, however, they're playing definitely a little more conservative, trying to chew time. The Kearney might get a steal here, and that's going to be out of bounds on Kearney. Kearney needs to do something here. A steal, anything. They've got some time, but as long as this Ray-Pec team just continues to chew clock, they have every advantage in the world. I mean, they have ball. They're in Kearney's territory. They're up. There's barely any time left. They are exactly where they want, and if Kearney wants any chance, they need to recover this ball, recover this momentum quickly.
I think if Kearney can make a move, it would have to be unexpected and completely out of nowhere to Ray-Pec.
For sure, I feel like their goals were expected and they knew it was going to happen. They need to pull something out of nowhere to really enable this offense. Kearney still trying to put up this defense. Ray-Pec making some moves, though. Getting closer and closer to a goal. Just under 4 minutes now. Ray-Pec continuing to move. Getting another opportunity here to score.
Oh.
And it looks like there's going to be a penalty on
offsides
on Ray-Pec.
Ray-Pec.
That is not what you want as Ray-Pec. You're still in a huge advantage now.
That could have been it right there. They could have just put this game all away.
That's what this Kearney offense needs, getting this ball back, getting a little bit of that momentum. Going aggressive. They have the numbers. Can they contribute? It looks like there's going to be a good steal here, and they're just going to kick it out of bounds. They don't want that opportunity. They're going to close that, even though Kearney still has possession. Just under 3 minutes here now. What can this defense do?
This is going to provide Kearney a corner shot here. I wonder, will they be able to capitalize off this? This is a new lease on life for Kearney, being so far down.
Will the nervousness get to these players? Will they be able to play as well as they have been for a while? Ray-Pec putting up a strong defense, just trying to keep it off of them. And it looks like they might have a chance going to pass midfield, making a good effort here. Ray-Pec making it all the way down to Kearney territory. Might be able to take a shot. Going to just kick it back here and maybe go a little conservative, maybe even take a shot here. It looks like she's going to pass to a teammate here and pass back. And it looks like that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Kearney ball. And this is going to be just about the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning here.
Kearney is not in a good spot.
Got to make something happen.
Score.
Got to make something happen here.
Ray-Pec, that goalie just going to grab that, get it out of here. Shoot this time as long as you can. Don't let Kearney have any chances. Shut them out. And Kearney, they need to almost go for a Hail Mary here. I mean, you got a minute 30. You got time to make an offensive drive, but you're getting to a point where you haven't been in their territory at all. So what's the call here? Go for it. And it looks like they have some chance. This ball might go out of bounds. Can they reach to it first? They can. That's going to be a good fast runner to be able to get that. And that Ray-Pec goalie is going to recover that. That was a big, big chance, but still got some time left. Ray-Pec just trying to keep that ball. Kearney's going to gain possession, though. Passing it to number 9. This could be the shot.
Oh,
and it looks like she might shoot it from the edge, and that's going to be out of bounds. 50 seconds, folks. This is where it all comes down to.
That aggression.
Can Kearney recover from their large deficit this entire game? Only been tied up once. Can they come back?
That aggression already at an 11.
Kicking it out. Ray-Pec. This is the nervous time. This is when everybody doesn't know what to do. This is what you do the 2-minute drills for, and there's going to be 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Throwing it in. 10 seconds left. 7, 6.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Ray-Pec's
no
going to get it back.
Chance for Kearney to get that goal.
Wow.
Great defensive drive, but that Ray-Pec defense, that last 5 to 10 minutes, just never allowing Ray-Pec. So for this game, what were your thoughts, Mason?
I thought Ray-Pec had a great first half, and I thought they were going to just steamroll, but they did not have the greatest second half of the first half, and just getting stuck midfield, it did not help them at all.
I agree. You know, I think Ray-Pec started off hot, and that Kearney team was just like, hey, let's come back. And that's what they did. And then that Ray-Pec team really realized, hey, these are good opponents, right? They might have underestimated their opponents. So they came in, and they were like, all right, we're going to play for real, and we're going to try our hardest.
Yeah, that new lease on life gave them a wake-up call.
So now Kearney taking that loss, and Ray-Pec moving up with that win. And that's going to be all for tonight, folks. We've had a great game tonight, and we'll see you next time.
See you all.